Okay, so do you guys now see the problem?
Yes.
Good. So you have a question about how muscadasticity only at stat, right?
Yeah.
You can do it in Excel if you want.
Yeah, the thing is like I don't know what is the formula. Is it the F dot INV dot RT?
Jahid, do you remember?
I do not remember.
Okay, so let's. I know it should be. No, it should be F inf inverse should be somewhere. So let
It's
me let
yeah,
me
well, I have it as F dot NRV, which I mean I think is inverse dot
exactly
RT.
exactly right. That's correct. Let me open Excel and let's do it together. I'm trying to share both.
No problem.
I don't think it's no, but you just see the problem, right? You don't see the Excel, or do you see Excel too?
I think I just see the problem.
Okay, then I'll have to share Excel in a separate. Okay, that's fine. Um, let me. So remember here we have musculoelasticity only a statistic value associated with the above test is 9.06. I see, but that's not about the critical. F, that's not about F critical. That's about F statistic. That is something we have to calculate. Um, but for that we need the expression for F stat.
Wait, did we not cover this part?
Yes, we did. So do we remember? Let me. Share Excel. We will be using F stat formula that is based on R squared. So, Andrew, see here the unrestricted estimated unrestricted model is this, the first one, that has R squared, which is equal to 0.47, right? The restricted model, the restricted estimated model is the second one, and the respective R squared is 0.37. Now, we will have to calculate this. Let me maybe allows me. Good. Now you will be able to see everything. I just copied the problem here. Do you see?
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
So the formula for r squared, I will write it like this. If you remember, is based on either SSR, or it can also be calculated using r squareds from the restricted and from the unrestricted models. Please note, never use adjusted r squared to calculate f-stat because f-stat is only based on r squared. So now what's the formula for that? R squared, sorry, f-stat equals, let's write here r squared. What did I do? R squared from the unrestricted model, that is equal to what? That equals, can you tell me, 0.47, right?
We have different numbers.
But I mean, do you see my problem?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. I completely forgot about it.
That's okay. That's fine. So, but now we
0.37.
Exactly, that's correct. So 0.37.
Yeah, I was looking at my other screen. I'm sorry, because I'm
That's
doing
fine.
the problem with you.
But now you see, right?
Yeah.
Equal sign. And then I go here, right? And I have to type the expression, right? So not expression, but I have to remember the expression and also plug in the numbers. So it is a ratio, right? But we also have ratios in both the numerator and denominator, right?
Yeah.
So this is like very easy for me to do it like this. Yeah. So in the numerator, do you guys see? Let me increase the size if I can. Not sure if I can. Try to zoom it out, but you see the cursor? So there we have to write r squared unrestricted minus r squared restricted, right? So which is that minus this. Now in the denominator, we have number of restrictions, right? From this problem, what is the number of restrictions? Can you tell me?
Oh, I'm sorry. For the denominator?
For the numerator.
The numerator?
Yeah.
We have 1, 2, 3 restrictions, right?
We have...
or 2.
2, that's correct. Why?
Because T and E aren't in the bottom one, right?
Exactly. Now I think you understand it. I think you don't need me to go over this, right? So I mean, because you said because
I just didn't know the formula. I was having trouble finding it, and then the answer wouldn't give me the formula, so I was like really confused.
Yeah, but do you now understand how to do it?
Oh yeah. Wait, can we finish the formula though? I understand like the unrestricted and restricted parts.
And then it's in the denominator we have what? 1 minus r squared unrestricted, which is this, divided by what? N minus k minus 1. Number of observations. Do you remember what is the number of observations here?
3. Wait, sorry,
Oh,
I do not.
we have different problems.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah, right now I'm putting the formula on my second monitor. So
Yeah.
I'm not really like 100% with you, but I'm with you.
So we are 100. The sample size is 100 here.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that's
100 minus the
-3, -2, -1. Yeah.
-3 -1.
Yes.
Why 2? Why did you say 2?
Well, I said you said n -2 -1, which is 3, right? Oh wait. Okay, sorry.
Should be n minus k.
I was thinking about the 2 from before.
That's okay. So n minus k minus 1. K here is the, in fstat, is number of independent variables in the unrestricted model. And in the unrestricted model, we have 3 variables, independent variables, right? And 9.056, and that's exactly what I have in the, do you see this number?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we have. I
Okay.
mean, what
Thank
I
you.
have here. Do you see this now?
Yeah. Could you go back to the formula? I'm not completely done copying.
Sure. So guys, you will have quite a few problems on fstat. So please, I mean.
Yeah, I have a whole like Excel sheet for stat using SSR, p-value of fstat normally without correlation, then I have with correlation.
Yeah.
Then I have the introverse, RT, all the fun stuff.
Great. So then it looks like you are quite ready for the exam.
Yeah. Yeah, I have like an Excel sheet with all that, so I just plug in the number.
Great. That's perfect.
Hopefully, I think it works. It's good.
I mean, it should, because it, I mean, does it take a lot of time? No, it is just
No,
a
it doesn't. Yeah, I mean the homework is really helping. It's hard to do. Like,
yeah, but once you do it,
yeah.
I think then you're fine, because as I said, the exam is entirely based on homework questions.
Yeah, well, that's the amazing part.
Yeah, I don't even have just one question out from, like, I just have all the questions from the homework. That's why I'm saying, please do the homework, practice as much as you can, and then you should be fine, because, I mean.
Yeah, as long as you do it.
Yeah.
Wait, I got a weird number. I'm sorry. How did I get this number?
Let me ask you this. When fstat is 9.05, we also need the
degrees of freedom?
no, we need the critical value for that. And now is the thing that I have to say. As I remember, if Jahid is still here, I think Jahid is still here. Maybe he can confirm with me that the Pearson problems on this fstat takes the critical values from the tables we have. Excel gives more precise values, but Pearson takes the values that we have in the tables. So that's like you have to see the numbers for the F criticals in the tables.
Okay.
And that's where, as you said, we need to know the degrees of freedom. You are absolutely.
Yeah, I'm a little iffy on the fstat.
Let's say this. Let's say we want to pick the 5% F critical. Okay. We need to go to the table, right? But then we also need to, what's the sample size? Sample size in this problem is 100. And that is less than 120, right? So that means that we will not be able, don't use page 1 of that F table.
Okay. Let me pull up my F
because
table.
The first page of this F table, first of the F table is works when
it's greater.
Exactly, it is greater than 120. And then you have a few pages, right, that correspond to the significance levels, right? So we have 3 different pages for the f-stat that correspond, I think, to 1%, 5%, and 10%, right? So in this case, you'll see that page that corresponds to the 5% significance level, right?
Wait, so you said don't use the first page when it's under 120?
Yes, don't.
But it only goes up to 30 degrees of freedom. I'm sorry.
No,
Are
so
we looking at the same sheet?
Yeah, so what you are saying is about, let me, okay, it's not n, it is just the number of, that's the numerator degrees of freedom.
Okay.
Right, so it's not n, it's q in our notation. It's
okay.
Q, not n.
And the second page is all the way, it goes to 120 and infinity. Okay.
All of the next pages will go to 120, yes.
Oh, so it's 10%, 5%, and 1%.
Yeah, go to
Understood.
5%, please, and then
Okay. Is
let
there a
me
formula in Excel that does this?
Yeah, I will do it for you guys, but the problem is that the person takes the values you have in the table.
Oh, so it's not accurate. Got you.
But accurate is Excel. So the table is not that accurate, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you want? 5%?
Yeah, 5%, and
go
then
to 90 or 120? There's 2 options, 90 or 120.
Yeah, so then you'll pick the one that is
90.
Yeah, so 90. So we have 100. So I would go for 90 because it's closer.
Closer, yeah. So 90, and then the numerator is 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then the number will be 3.10.
The critical value, as you say. Let's double check it in what Excel tells. Excel tells us that. See, Efina, this is the formula you need.
Will this test be? Yeah, that's the formula I was using before. Will this test be on the? Will this be on the test? This question?
Guys, I mean,
because it's like really inaccurate, you know.
Why is it inaccurate?
Especially if the number is like between 2 numbers.
No, it's not. So sorry, I cannot take that. Numerator degrees of freedom here is 2, and the denominator degrees of freedom is what?
Is denominator is 100.
No, minus 3 minus 1.
Oh, 96.
Yeah, so this is pretty close to this, right? But
yeah, I see.
Sometimes they are very close, but yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
But I don't think I can agree with you that this problem is inaccurate.
Okay, I mean the thing is, like, if you're looking at 2 sources, right? Inherently, it has to be inaccurate. That's what I think. Because
I mean, you say Excel and you say
yeah,
yes, it's not perfect. Yes, I know, I understand.
That's what I mean.
Nothing to do with it. Yes,
I don't mean like the questions are wrong structure. I just mean like.
I understand. You are absolutely right. Yes, the thing is, but I'm telling you that for the critical F, please take a look at the tables. Otherwise, everything you can do it in Excel.
Okay. So you're saying that this is on the test?
This is on the exam, so you wanted me to say that.
Okay.
I think this is in the exam. Well, you know, I constructed.
I have to pull
out.
So
also, please remember that I constructed it a while ago, and I might not remember exactly, right? But I think I have at least a few questions about the stat.
Okay, but you don't remember correctly, so could be lying to me.
I can be lying. Yes, let me be safe and say that I remember, which can be not correct.
Yeah.
As I remember, I do, but I might be wrong.
Are they all like? But there's so much topics on F statistics, so.
Yeah,
You
so
know?
that's why maybe I don't remember it correctly. But the steps we did here will definitely be useful.
Yeah, definitely. So you're saying that don't use for all right. So but which ones do you not use Excel on? That's the question.
So for the if you want to pick the F critical value, pick it from the table, from the
Okay.
F table. Everything else, I have not noticed any other problems.
Discrepancy.
Yeah. No, there are a few, but for the problems I have the exam, I don't have any other. I have not noticed any other discrepancies. But even if there are, I have after exam office hour, which is for discussing the questions that
So people
would
want to
be.
bargain for points. They,
No, I mean a bargain for points if you deserve, but it's for like if there is anything like if there was a glitch in the problem or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know the first test there was one empirical. So, but I don't think.
Yeah, so there was a problem, so that means that I excluded that from the exam.
Yeah.
So yes, for any concern, I have the after exam office hour, and we review stuff for the interested students who think they did it right, but the program marked it wrong. We are going over that kind of stuff and see if the program really messed up. And
so I have another F. Oh, that's a T statistic. I'm looking through what I haven't done. All right, so I have an F statistic problem on question 7. The other ones I got right, but this one I didn't completely understand.
okay, so which one?
Number 7.
Yeah, I'm okay. So I am there. Let me share the screen. This one.
Yeah.
So where exactly do you have a question here?
On the very bottom, where it goes, yeah. So this is just using the table, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They even have the table here, so they give you the table, which is great.
Okay. All right, so I really don't need help with that one, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, to be honest, right? I mean, but still, I mean, if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer.
Okay. How about 17? I got the F statistic wrong for this question, but I completed it.
We discussed this. We discussed this in class. Where do you have a problem here? You got this wrong?
2. Yeah, I got that one wrong.
Why?
Why? Because I'm a terrible student. That's why.
I don't think you are, because you have quite good performance. At least in this course. So
yeah.
let me say this: beta 3, beta 4. So let me say, what was your restricted and unrestricted model?
Okay, my restricted and unrestricted model. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm looking at my other screen. Wait, are we talking about the second question?
Do you see my screen? What do you see?
Yeah, I do. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see your screen. It's of the connect homework.
Yeah, so unrestricted model here is column what?
It is column 5 is our
that's correct.
Unrestricted.
Which one is restricted model?
All of them besides 5, right?
No. So
or 3 and 4. Oh, that's what you're saying. I thought you meant like. All right, yeah.
Sorry, you are testing this hypothesis, right?
Yeah.
And that means you will.
Oh, you have to look at the one. Okay, so then it is 2. You're restricting.
It is 2. Why is it
Oh,
2? Because you may
because it
have
doesn't
3,
have 3 and
maybe
4.
because there are no beta 3, beta 4. That's correct. So, and then you will pick. So then you will take the r squared, this one, and from the second model,
Oh, okay.
you need to pick the correct r squareds. Q, which is the numerator degrees of freedom, will be 2, right?
Yeah.
Because you have 2 restrictions here. Beta 3, beta 4 both equal to, that's 2 restriction. And n minus k minus 1 will be what? N is 491 minus k here in the unrestricted
1,
model
2,
is,
3, 4. So that's 4.
yeah, minus 1. So then you should get this right. I don't know why
Okay.
you got it wrong.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I looked at the wrong column.
Yeah, that's what I think. So, I mean, please take a look at the correct. It's not like because you had in the homework column 2 doesn't mean that you'll have column 2, right? So you have to be careful.
Professor.
2, and they're unrestricted. Wait, it's 2 and it's Q is 2, right?
Yes, because you have 2 restrictions. Look at this: beta 3 equals 0, beta 4 equals 0.
And then K is then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
So then you got. Wait, so unrestricted is the first. It's unrestricted minus restricted, right?
Yes, exactly. But these formulas, guys, please write down the formulas. But you already did it, right? So you are saying that you have this in Excel.
Yeah. I'm a good student, yeah. I got 216
And
for the answer.
is it right?
I don't know, because I used your numbers.
Yes, so I don't know. So, but the thing is to understand it. If you understand how to do it, then you should.
Yeah. Could you scroll down just a tad?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah, 216. All
Okay,
right,
so
yeah,
so you got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
I'm still completing chapter 8, so I haven't really outlined it so well.
So please do, because chapter 8 is a part of the exam.
Could we refresh how to do Bonferroni's test?
But it's that's a very limited test because it only works for when you have only 2 restrictions. So it's like you are calculating 2 t statistics, t statistic for beta 3 and t statistic for beta 4. For beta 3 it will be what? So beta 3 here will be t stat will be minus 0.504 divided by 0.039, right?
That's a test statistic.
Yeah, that's test statistic for beta 3, only one beta 3. And then the same thing for beta 4, and then you'll be using some formula that is, okay, they're not asking you to calculate Bonferroni test statistic here. These are like just t-stats for this beta 3, beta 4. Okay, and
that's it. So just finding it's just normal finding t statistic basically.
Exactly, that's it.
Okay.
That's nothing else. Yeah.
Okay. Because last time I did this was a long time ago, so.
Yeah, but I think I did this in class. It was not a long time ago. I think it was like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I had this one professor that wanted to do 3 tests in 2 weeks, so I've been a little stressed about his class.
See, don't worry. Just try your best for this exam. You will definitely need to go over chapter 8 exercises.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm planning to do that today, and then maybe are you gonna have another office hour?
No.
No, you're not. Is that what you said?
Yes, because I mean I have so this episode is already right.
I got you. I understand.
Yeah, but I mean if you need help, maybe we can find some time. But...
Okay. So when is this? When are you done with office hours?
You know why is not office hours very fair when the because very fair after the semester, because then the exam period starts.
Yeah,
Some students have exams and cannot attend office hours, others can, so that's not very fair. So that's why for now
you
I'm
record it.
I'm
Yeah.
recording the office hour, yes, so that others can also watch. But I mean, this office hour is just for like if you guys have questions, having solved all the homeworks. But since you have not solved chapter 8 homeworks, you are
Mhm.
not like benefiting that much for that chapter 8. But definitely try to do it
Yeah.
because it is part of the exam.
I only did 4 questions. It's it's a little slow, but I'll do it.
Yeah, sure. If you have time, so you have today, you have also
So
tomorrow.
when are you done with this office hour?
I'm already done. I was supposed to be done at 11.
Okay. One last thing before we go. Can we look at 2?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, I'm having problem. Well, I didn't really know how to solve this. On the very bottom, the F statistic, that's like my enemy. I'm having a problem with the 2, yeah, it is 2. Wait, no, on chapter 8, sorry.
Ah, I have to go to chapter 8.
Yeah, sorry. I
That's
forgot to
okay.
mention that.
Let me see. Problem 2.
Yes.
Okay. Let me share this screen. I will give you some hints here. Okay, so this is what we have. That's a model which
Oh,
is
I understand the first part. You just plug
Alright.
it in and then you subtract.
Yeah, sure. What is the problem then?
So it's the second part, the F statistic. What do I do here? I was thinking that you just do 1.96 because 95% confidence interval times the F statistic, but it's just gonna return a ridiculous number. So that I don't really understand.
Yeah, I understand. So here, let me see. Let me read this problem.
Hard question, huh? You're muted, Professor.
Yeah, it looks like it's not very, for me, it doesn't look like very clear, this question, this part. I'm just thinking what they want us to do here.
Will this be on the test?
I don't think I have it, but I will double check it.
Because
Just give me one.
I was looking at it and I didn't even know where to start.
Yeah, so everything here is fine, everything else, but this part, I'm not sure what they want us to do. So let me think a little bit about this, if you can give me some, like a few minutes. So they have F statistic, which for testing the hypothesis, if the F statistic, testing the hypothesis, that's the hypothesis, right? Equals 165.18, then the 95% confidence interval for the change in the predicted value of mileage. Where is the mileage? That's the mileage, right? So that's the dependent variable. Mileage is okay. So from the previous steps, that's where we have the change in mileage, right? So it's beta 1 hat plus 11 times beta hat 2. That's the change in mileage. So what we need, Andrew, if you think about this, we need the 95% confidence interval for this thing here, right?
Okay.
Beta 1 hat plus 11 times beta 2 hat, right? Okay, and we have beta 1 hat, also we have beta 2 hat. Beta 1 hat is minus 2.01, and
I just
beta,
plug it in.
no, yeah, but there is something I don't see here, right? And I will tell you what. Actually, I do see everything. So let's do this in Excel, okay? I will share this.
Okay.
That's how I look at this problem, and we can discuss it together and see what you think about this. Right? Okay.
Will the exam show all the parts to begin with?
No, this is they will show you step by step.
Okay. Because remember the first exam was like that. Yeah, I just went through the homework. It doesn't seem that bad.
Okay. So let me now share the Excel. So Andrew, we want to calculate the confidence interval for this thing here, right?
Yes.
So that will be what? So let me do it. For that, we need beta 1 hat, which is what?
22 point, yeah, minus 2.01.
Yes.
And beta 2 is minus 0.01.
Plus 11 times minus 0.01. Plus 1.96 because the sample size is big.
Yeah, times
400 times, and then we need this estimated standard deviation for that, right?
Okay.
But do we have that number?
No.
We don't. So look at this. So because I wrote as it had didn't recognize, but we see it here, right? So we need to calculate that here, but we have this, right? And that will be what is the variance of this whole thing? That will be variance of beta 1 hat plus 11 squared times variance of beta 2 hat, because there is no correlation we assume between beta 1 and beta 2.
Okay.
So variance then will be what? What is the variance of beta 1 hat? That's 1.29 squared, right? Plus 11 squared.
121 times 1.98 squared.
Yeah. So do you follow me here?
Yeah.
So SE, estimated standard error, ST, whatever you want to call it, will be equal square root of
variance.
Yeah, that. And
then you plug that into the formula.
Yeah, that's how I solve this problem. 21, what is it? So this number. But let us see if it gives us the right answer. Otherwise, I don't see how they do it. It's 21.81, 81.7.
Oh.
I have it. That's probably because there is a correlation between beta 1 hat and beta 2 hat then. Okay, that's how I would do this problem. Did we make any mistakes in the calculation? And let me see. Variance.
Maybe over here. When actually no, because of PEMDAS, that should work. I don't know.
Yeah, so I have to think about this. If I have this in the exam, I will exclude it. So don't worry about this.
Because I when I was going through chapter 8 last night, I was going through all the questions, and then I skipped this question, and I sat here thinking about it, and I really couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, but do you see the only issue that I see here is that maybe there is a correlation between beta 1 hat, beta 2 hat, because variance of this sum is sum of variances, but also plus the covariance term between beta 1 hat, beta 2 hat, and that's not zero. Maybe that's not zero.
All right, thank you for your time. I don't want to hold you any longer.
Yeah, so if I have this question in the exam, I will definitely exclude it, so don't worry about it. Or if it doesn't allow me, but I think it should allow me to exclude if I have this question in the exam.
Professor?
Yeah.
Can I just ask 2 general questions? Because I have to go.
Sure.
Sure. So the Bonferroni something test, it's pretty limited. So I was wondering if you would still consider putting it, because you would only be able to use it if you have 2 test statistics.
Yeah, that's true. The Bonferroni is not a problem, right? So we discussed it. But this question is a little bit confusing. Like this is like just one sub question of this. And yeah, I have to think about it and cannot give you like a wrong answer right now. I showed you how I would solve it.
Yeah.
But it looks like there is a correlation between beta 1 hat and beta 2 hat. And that's why if there is a correlation between those, then you won't get the right answer. But they don't give us the correlation here. So okay, that's fine. So let me guys finish today's office hour. Don't worry, if I have this question, I will exclude it from the exam. But try to solve all the homework as much as you can. And don't stress, you'll do fine. Remember, the exam is based on only on the homeworks. Practice as much as you can.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wish you good luck in the exam.
Professor, just one last general question. It's about how Zicklin does its curving.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you know, but I thought they'd have the credit no credit semester.
Yes.
And they didn't. So I was just wondering if how professors would curve, because I'm not really getting it, And I figure I ask you because you're the most coachable professor I have. So,
let me say how I do it. And that's actually how I was instructed to do it before. And I think it's pretty straightforward. So what I do is the following. So I calculate row grades, row overall course results, right? That has all these components. And then I set the average of that, all of the results, all of the row results to B minus, which is, I am taking 82.5, or what is the highest B minus, highest bound. I think it's 82.5. And then I rescale the results and I get the curved results. So for example, we have different results, and let's say class average is 75. And then B minus is 82.5, right?
You just
So,
give everyone the plus the difference.
No, I calculate the ratio, this divided by Z, and then I multiply all the results by this number, and that will be the result. That's what I do.
Okay.
So it depends on the final grade like students get.
It depends on the overall course grade.
Yeah, it's relative.
If it is already 83, then I have to carve it down, but I don't carve it.
Yeah.
So
I'm not a fan of negative curves because it entices competition, and also.
No. It's like if you did it right. So I'm not going to carve it down.
Okay, I see. Because like my finance professors are pretty like brutal, you know, and like a lot of like I think one of the average is like a C minus or a C, and we have a 40% final before the average, and which most kids are probably not going to do well. So I think our average is going to be very low. So
maybe the course is a little difficult. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the finance courses because I've been always teaching econometrics or macro.
They all follow this. They all follow the same. The stuff you just outlined. It's pretty much the same for all finance courses, right?
I see. Okay, guys, let me then finish today's office hour. I'm happy to have you, but I have to go, and I think also you have to maybe.
Well, Professor, I have one last question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Professor.
So when you went for your master's, what did you do it in?
After master's or before master's?
No, when you're doing your master's. What was the topic?
My topic is macro finance, but I knew always that, I mean, nobody told me, but during my first econometrics course, I realized, but first econometrics for the masters, on the masters, I realized that econometrics is really useful. And then I took all of the econometrics, as many as I could. I mean, I took every chance I had to take the econometrics courses, and there are different kinds of econometrics. It's not that I always did well. Sometimes I did well, sometimes I didn't, but I did benefit from these courses.
Yeah, I think it's very useful, especially with actual like economics, like finding supply and demand, all that fun stuff. I feel like it is useful. So
it is useful, especially when you will take a job which is data driven.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about doing data analytics for my. I was actually going to do a second minor data analytics, but it's going to push me back one semester.
That would be amazing. That would be amazing, Jahid. That would be like today.
Yeah.
I mean, that depends.
Yeah, I know.
Where do you want to start a job?
I'm thinking about investment banking or something along that nature.
Yeah, so that means you have because I have some experience. I'm also looking for some jobs, and they ask for like good skills in data analytics and also experience in coding.
I have coding too. I actually I was my major is economics. My minor is math. My second minor was going to be data analytics, but I want to graduate on time. So I don't think I'm going to do that.
I see. But if your second major is math, then that's perfect. I mean.
Yeah, I can't. Zikland doesn't allow you to have two majors, so it's kind of stupid.
But you have math, right? So that's your second.
Yeah, I have
major.
Math, which is really
great.
good.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. So in that math course, do you work in the?
No, I'm on it. This math course I'm taking is 4,200. The professor doesn't know how to use a computer, so it's been really painful. And because he didn't know how to use a computer, doesn't know how to post like a syllabus, doesn't know how to post a test, he decided to have all 3 tests right before finals week. So that's great, you know, like really affects all my other classes and stresses me out. So
yeah, but sometimes we have like these challenges, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's really
Um,
difficult because it's gonna hurt my GPA, I think. So
just keep going. That's sometimes
yeah,
we have some
yeah,
challenges, but it doesn't mean that you won't do well
yeah.
overall.
I'm like really close to 3.8, and then
That's perfect.
this
That's
guy,
perfect.
like, yeah, he's I don't know. I think I might get like a B in his class or like a C. So it's gonna
Just try
like a
your best.
nosedive.
Try your
I was
best.
actually thinking about dropping his class, but he didn't post the second midterm yet, and we took it like 5 days ago. So like, yeah,
I
I don't
see.
know. It's really stressful because it's
Yeah,
like
so
a hit or
so
miss.
I would not feel like very comfortable about talking about some as a professor. That's not like really
Yeah, I mean, I'm just
something
venting because
but I
it's been
understand.
stressful, and I emailed all the people I was supposed to email, and then I haven't gotten a reply, which is like crazy. So
Yeah, but yeah, try to email him again and contact him again, and hopefully they
yeah,
will respond. But whatever it is, I mean, you keep going, and
yeah, because
overall you'll do.
I was thinking about majoring. I mean, getting masters, but like I don't really know what I want to do masters in. That's why I want to ask you. Like, what was
So my advice would be this. So if you want to start a job in investment banking, maybe in some like great banks, Chase, Citi, and others, right? They are asking uh, if you have data analytics skills. Do are you able to code in R, in Python? So I would, if I had a chance, that's what I would do. I would not do master in economics.
mm.
Which I did. But I would do master in computer science or maybe in statistical analysis or something or data analytics if Baruch has it. I would take a close look at the syllabus of every course of a program. Maybe it is an analytics program. I would take a look at the syllabus, or I would at least take a look at the class or course offerings.
Okay.
And if I see there are a lot of econometrics, a lot of like Python, R, that's what they are asking for. And then you would be trying your best to succeed in that because I mean because you want to demonstrate that you are good at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be good. I mean, I would not do master in economics if I wanted to go for a data-driven job.
So
Because
if you were to do a master in economics, what would you do? Like, what field would you do?
my field is macrofinance, which I like very much. I
Okay.
love, but that's great. But
Because I want to get a master's so I have like that competitive edge, and then I won't be like looking for a job when there's a next financial crisis, which I think might be soon because of all the money the Fed's printing and they don't care. Like they got PhDs, they should be able to know that like you can't print that much without consequences. But that's like it's personal, Like, I believe I don't think J Powell is doing a great job right now.
the thing is, let's don't talk about that right now. But it looks like you understand
Yeah.
economics pretty well. But because what you said kind of makes sense. But what I would say is that, I mean, think about it, what do you want? If you
Yeah.
want to pursue like academic career, if you want to be a teaching or doing research in economics, then do economics or maybe finance. But if you
So you're
want
saying
to,
economics is not that useful in
no,
modern?
depends on the job. If from what I realized is that if you are willing to take on a data-driven job, since they
Yeah.
care about can you analyze data, can you code in R, in Python, in others. That's what they are. And but if you are interested in like um, some other jobs, I would say, some finance jobs, for example, some consulting firms uh, that need some economic knowledge or finance knowledge, then, but it really depends on what you want and what interests. I would say do what interests you, because if you do what you don't like, then you won't be happy. So first,
I mean, right now, like in the end goal, my plan is to, like, have a business. So like, I mean, I think about this as like seed money, you know, not really seed money, but like getting knowledge and see what I want to do. That's how I'm looking at like these jobs. I'm not really like looking to be in them forever, but just, yeah, that's what I think. So my end goal is probably getting a job, making a business, but so I don't know if it actually interests me as much as I would like it to. If that makes sense.
So it makes sense, but I'm not a business person at all. So
Yeah.
I cannot really advise anything in that angle.
Yeah.
But I think if you are interested, it depends on what is in your like interest. Like if you are interested in data-driven jobs, then you have to like probably go for master in data analytics or master in computer science. But if you're interested in some finance jobs, consulting firms, World Bank, IMF, others, then you would probably be better off if you do master in finance or master in economics. But if you want to do a business, then I'm not the right person.
I understand. All right, thank you for talking to me. It's helped me a lot. You could you have other things to do, I understand.
And good luck in the exam and also in other exams, and don't stress out, it will be fine. And also let me tell everybody that don't stress out, you will do well as long as you try your best, you should be fine. And my main advice for this exam would be do the homeworks from chapter 6, 7, and 8 and practice as much as you can, and I think that will pay off. I will have after exam review, after I think a day after the exam. I will give you guys details on that later this week. Okay, that's all. I will finish today's office hour then, and I wish you Jahid, and of course I will wish everybody to do well in all of your exams. Okay, let me.
Thank you, Professor.
No problem. Have a nice day, Jahid.
You too.